If you know you've been stuck trying to lose body fat, maybe you've gone up and down and up and down. Cutting carbs, ultimate restriction, running yourself through the ground with cardio. And you're tired of hearing the same BS advice that never works, this video's for you. Because a few years ago, I was in the exact same spot. I wanted to get lean. I wanted to feel good and see the results in the mirror. And after doing keto diet and ridiculous diets that I heard online, I was tired of bullshitting around, honestly. And today I'm gonna walk you through the exact system I built to lose fat, build muscle, and live your life at the exact same time. You don't have to give it up. Crazy. It's called the Sneak It In system because it like sneaks into your life super seamlessly. This is genuinely the exact blueprint I wish someone gave to me when I first started so I didn't have to go through all the bullshit. And if you stick with me through the end, you'll have every single thing you need to finally start feeling and seeing the results you've been chasing. Let's get right into it. First off, I want to clear up one of the biggest lies in dieting. Starvation mode. You've probably heard people say, if you eat too little, your body will go into starvation mode and you'll hold on to all the belly fat. That's just not how it works at all. The truth is, when you lose the weight, you're just a lighter human being, and because of that, you burn less calories. That's not a problem, that's success, that's what you want. Think about it like this, if you were stranded in the desert for weeks with no food, do you think your body would hold on to fat because of starvation mode and you would stay the same weight forever? No, of course not. You would rapidly lose weight due to lack of calories. See how it doesn't make sense? So it's not about starvation mode. It's about how you structure your plan so that you can lose fat at the most efficient rate, and it could actually work with your life so you could sustain it and not fall back at square one. Most people think being super aggressive and restrictive in a way that you hate is the true shortcut. The true shortcut is sneaking in sustainable habits to your life that allow you to lose fat at the most efficient rate so you can stick with it long term and never have to start over again. And that's exactly where the Sneak It In system comes in. Now, to piggyback off what I just said, the real problem is something called the danger cycle. And this is where most people mess up. They follow some cookie cutter, extreme restrictive plan that they're fed on the internet from ChatGPT. And maybe even works for a few weeks, but eventually they burn out, cheat, yo-yo back to where they started. And now at first it seemed like a shortcut, but ended up causing you to sprint forward and then sprint backward to exactly right where you started. And that's what I call the danger cycle. I started off like this. Cutting out carbs, restricting my entire life, training 7 days a week, endless cardio. And every time I literally ended up worse than when I started. Like I got fat as fuck. Like I got way fatter than when I first started, after keto diet, for example. Now the Sneak It In system flips that on its head. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire life, it's about weaving fitness in seamlessly to the life you already have. And this is the true shortcut. Instead of sprinting forward, sprinting backwards, you can actually pace yourself forward so you don't end up back there. Now the biggest thing is food freedom. So you don't have to cut out the foods you already like, but instead you use smarter swaps to replace the foods you already like that taste barely any different to prevent yourself from restricting to an extreme amount and then yo-yoing back to square one. Now this works best including them on top of primarily whole foods. But literally everything that the average person likes, there's a lower calorie, high protein alternative for that. And if you can master that, that's huge. That's everything. And two, you don't need to live in the gym. I got in the best shape of my life sitting at a 9-to-5 desk job, working out 3 times per week, just taking 10-minute walks after every single meal. This way you'll be able to burn fat and get in the best shape of your life without feeling miserable and eager to be done with the process. It's a lifestyle. And if you want the in-depth, no BS breakdown of exactly how I did that while working a 9-to-5 job, click the link in the description below. Now with the habits, they're so small, like drinking water first thing in the morning, prepping high protein meals you already like, or just taking small walks. Seem so small to the average person, but they add up in such a massive amount that completely transforms your entire life over the course of a couple weeks, couple months, without feeling like you're restricting yourself at all. That's where you start developing the correct lifestyle rather than looking at it as a diet that you hate. Now, the sustainable mindset is required here because Rome wasn't built overnight. You got to be prepared to realize that this shit takes time. You're not sprinting towards the finish line. You're building a lifestyle and a system that makes staying lean and healthy automatic. And lastly, training with a system. When you're in a deficit, you shouldn't be destroying yourself with high intensity cardio and high rep toning circuits. That's how you literally melt off muscle and make yourself miserable. Here's what actually works inside the system. Train heavy, hard, 2 to 3 times per week, maximum 45 minutes. Get 10 to 12,000 steps daily, seamlessly throughout your life without any insane, ridiculous cardio. Use your macronutrients strategically. Macronutrients like protein, carbs, and fats, what yield calories. For example, 20 to 30 grams of carbs before a workout is enough to fuel performance, and 20 grams after to recover is perfect. 30 to 50 grams of protein per every single meal, and fats, depending on your goal caloric intake, spread out evenly throughout the day to support hormone regulation. And the protein and the fats for the satiation purposes. And just sleeping 7 to 9 hours per night, because recovery is the true time when you make progress. It's not actually putting in the work. This way you'll build muscle, strip fat, and feel energized while doing it. Now here's the mindset shift you need to make. Would you rather keep restarting every time life gets in the way because of what seems like a shortcut actually requires every single ounce of restriction, effort, and sacrificing your entire life so it's not actually meant to be stuck to when life gets busy? Or build an enjoyable, sustainable, lasting lifestyle that actually bends with your life rather than breaks it? And that's the difference between yo-yo dieting and reaching your goals and actually keeping them. With the Sneak It In system, you don't feel like you're on a diet. That's the key. You're just stacking small, smart tweaks into your lifestyle until they become second nature. And that's the spot that I'm at right now. But it's not just me though. I've had clients lose 50, 80, even 150 pounds, still eating their favorite foods, enjoying times with their friends and family, and working full-time jobs. They didn't have to wait for the perfect time because regardless of what's going on in their life, the system worked with it. They didn't need to sacrifice their life, they just needed the right system. So if you're tired of restrictive plans and tired of starting over and actually need a plan that sticks, this is it. This is the one. So try these things out, see if they help, and I know they will. So that you can actually sustain it long term and build it in your lifestyle rather than following a miserable plan. And I'm gonna diet for 3 more months and I'll be where I wanna be. I've been there too. But if you want my personal help, send me a DM on Instagram. I dropped the link in the description. I'll respond personally. And we'll talk and see if you're a good fit to build you your own personalized Sneak It In plan so you could lose fat, build muscle, and sustain your fitness goals for the rest of your life without ruining it. But either way, if you found this helpful, hit subscribe, like, comment, whatever you gotta do. See you in the next video.